Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today, we will be talking about the stimulus checks, if you are eligible for them, and how much you'll actually be getting. Okay, so I've been following the stimulus package news pretty closely, and I know it can be kind of confusing who's actually getting a stimulus check and for how much that check will actually be. So I'm gonna simplify it. I'm gonna tell you right here if you're gonna be eligible and how much you'll actually be getting in your stimulus check. And I'll be sure by the end of this video that you'll know how to calculate the exact amount of money you should be getting from the government. And just a quick reminder, if you are new here or you've watched a few of my videos, I definitely recommend going and subscribing to get more of my content. And I actually will post another video when I get my stimulus check, so I'll show you how it all works and how much I actually got. Also, make sure to hit the little alert bell because that'll notify you when I post my content. Okay, so first things first, who is actually eligible for a stimulus check? You have to be an adult, a US citizen with a social security number. You also have needed to file a tax return this year or last year. If you have not done a tax return this year, they'll take last year's, which would be 2018's tax return. Okay, now we're gonna go over three different categories. If you filed as a single filer, a joint filer, or a head of household. So for a single filer, you are eligible to get some money from the government if you made less than $99,000 in adjusted gross income. Now, adjusted gross income is basically all of your taxable income. You can find that on your tax return. Now, if you're married and filed jointly, you would have to make under $198,000 a year to get some stimulus money. And then finally, we'll do head of household. So for those of you that don't know what a head of household is, it follows these three things. You, number one, can't be married. Number two, you would have had to pay more than half the cost of where you're living right now, whether it be a house or an apartment. And then you have to have had a qualifying person living with you for at least half of the year. Now, a qualifying person includes children, maybe a parent you have living with you and you're supporting, stuff like that. You can go research what a qualifying person actually is for a head of household. So for a head of household to get a stimulus check, you would need to make under $136,500. And this is another question a lot of you are wondering. If you're a dependent on your parents' tax return or someone else's tax return, are you eligible for the stimulus check? No, you are not eligible. No. So all of those college students out there that are still a dependent on their parents' tax return, you will not be getting a check. Okay, so now that we've gone over who is actually eligible, now I will tell you how you can find out how much you will be getting. Okay, so this part's easy. I'm gonna put a graphic up on the screen so you'll see in the bold, if you make this much or less, you will be getting the full amount for your category. So for example, if you filed as an individual and make $75,000 or less in adjusted gross income, you would be getting a full $1,200 check. Now for married couples, that number is $150,000. So under $150,000, you would be getting a $2,400 stimulus check. And for head of household, the amount is $112,500. And for each of these cases, every child you have under the age of 17, you'll also be getting an additional $500 per child. Okay, so you may have noticed when I was talking about who is actually eligible, those amounts that I was telling you are higher. So that's because this stimulus bill has a phasing out system. So basically what that means is if you make more than the bolded amounts that I just showed you, your amount in your check will actually decrease up into a certain maximum amount. So the rule is for this, for every $100 you make more than that amount, your check will actually decrease by $5. So really quick example, if you were a single filer and you made $75,100, your stimulus check would be $1,195. Because you make $100 over $75,000, you would get $5 less in your actual stimulus check. Okay, so I'm gonna put a graphic up on the screen right now that gives a pretty good chart as to if you make over those amounts, how much money you could actually be expecting in your stimulus check. All right, so I want you guys to go comment down below how much you'll be expecting in your stimulus check. whether it be $0 or the full amount. So I actually created a calculator in Google Sheets to do this calculation for you. So all you're gonna do is input all the information and it will tell you how much your stimulus check should be. Now, I just started a Facebook group for my subscribers. So I'm gonna actually put this Google Doc I made, this calculator for your stimulus check, in that group. I'll put the link to the Facebook group down below. So if you are interested in joining the group or getting that stimulus check calculator, definitely go over on Facebook, join the group, and you'll be able to access it there. Okay, if you guys enjoyed this video and thought it was informative, go down there, hit the like button and comment. It really helps the YouTube algorithm and it helps my channel out. Remember to subscribe and hit that alert bell. And I'm gonna put 2 videos up here that I think you would love to watch. They're some of my favorite videos. Definitely go give them a watch. All right, and that's it. Have a great one.